had what amounted to the American dream, and something was still missing. And we'll talk about my little health crisis later on, but I heard this story, and I mean, there's a lot, but the story was the straw that broke the camel's back, which was a lot of, let me ask you a question. If you had to do surgery, major surgery, and you said, Stace, do you have a recommendation for a great surgeon? And I said, well, yeah, I know a guy. He's a 5 out of 10. What would you do?
That's not good enough.
Right. Or if you had a big anniversary with your wife and you were asking me for recommendations to a fantastic restaurant, and I said, this restaurant is, it's rated a 2 out of 5. Would you go?
No.
And a lot of us live at a 5 out of 10 life our whole lives.
Interesting.
Because it's not desolate, but it's not extraordinary. We're in the status quo. And I think that gap between even a 5 to an 8 or a 5 to a 9 living, that quality of life, there's so much there that we can do better. But sometimes staying where we are, the status quo, feels comfortable and like, well, I'm not as bad off as XYZ, and I'm never going to be. And then we pick some famous person. And I use weight as an example, or health, because we're like, I hear so many, even myself included, we'll look at somebody like maybe Jennifer Lopez, who has a banging body at like whatever, 60 or whatever, and say, oh, she has a trainer and a cook, make excuses. And so Beyond the Quo for me was this opportunity and this adventure for myself, but also to take people that I was meeting on this journey of how do we incrementally get beyond the status quo so we're not disrupting our lives in a crazy way, but we were definitely influencing the quality of our living to get closer to an extraordinary life. So that's really the concept of Beyond the Quo, is how do we go beyond this kind of day-to-day living? And I talk about 3 things.